ends very abruptly. Good evening, people. I hope you're all well. Yes, it's the first Vinny's Vent. Apparently, I don't need an S on the end, but I like Vinny's Vent. Secondly, this is not drama creation. Some people will see it that way, and it's not. It's not really a vent either. Good evening, Lloyd. Good evening, Nick. Everybody else sat there. Good evening, Tracy. Let me just move that over. That's better. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, Stephen. That was Stiffen. Zippy, Scott, Ryan. It's better than Vinny's Bent. Yes, Ryan. Cheers, mate. I love you too. So, this whole live, it's not exactly a rant or event, but it is. But I'm not angry. And I won't be getting angry. Evening, Rebecca. Basically, hey, evening, Haley. Evening, Josh. Blimey. Rabbit. Basically, it was drawn to my attention. I discussed this with the LXV boys, and some of them didn't want to cover this on our show. I thought it worthy of doing on the show. Well, they didn't, so here we are. I'm doing my first Vinny's Vents. Evening, Leander. So here I am. And yes, it was drawn to my attention that a petition had been started to lobby governments and things. The government, the UK government, regarding closed pod systems and getting them banned. I put it on my page just to try and gain some people's reactions, and Vaping with Vic commented on there, and a few other people did. And I just thought people aren't clearly that bothered. So I've come live to basically say it shouldn't be banned. Things like this is the new Geek Vape, Geek Bar, closed pod system, should not be banned. This one is 93% recyclable or something. The whole argument over them for the petition was the damage to the environment. Absolute rubbish for a lot of them. I will just pop up the pictures I've been sent, which seem to have disappeared. Where's Josh when you need him? In the chat. No, they've disappeared. Fantastic. They're not there. But the pictures are on my page. Now, this petition was set up by John Revel of the Vape Show. I'm saying that because if you go to my page and click on it, you'll see who exactly started it. Evening, everybody. Evening, Sean. Rabbit. I know I had a chat with Rabbit. I'm just going to pop Rabbit's comment up there. These, for a lot of people, including people who won't even see this and won't know who John Revel is, they won't even think about looking at vaping on Facebook and things. Systems like these, closed pod systems, are vital, absolutely vital in getting smokers to pick up a vape. We all started somewhere. Back in my day, it was the old Ego pens with the silica wicks and things like that. These happen to be the modern version of, if you like. Obviously, you can't reduce them. They're a closed system. But you can strip them down. This whole plastic outside comes off and is recyclable because it's not contaminated with any sort of liquids or anything. You can put the battery in a recycling bin in a local supermarket. The actual pod is absolutely tiny. And yes, that goes in a landfill. But I ask you this. All them inbuilt regulated mods that come with an inbuilt battery in them, perfect example from my friends at Smoke, like that, what happens when that battery dies? You chuck all that in the landfill because you can't get the battery out at all. So that whole thing will end up in a landfill. What's better? A tiny little pod which you wash out so there's no nicotine residue in it, so there's no toxicity in it. You know, it's a no-brainer, really. Rather than someone who's just thinking about vaping, going out and buying a system like that, not getting on with it, chucking it in the bin, it ended up in a landfill, something like that, which falls to pieces, can be stripped off, mostly recycled. Then, again, wound up. I'm going to get to that short. Then, you have to take into account people with physical disabilities and things like that can't actually squeeze liquids into any type of vaping device. Yes, they might be able to pick a cigarette up and light it, but they can't physically squeeze a bottle into a tank, into whatever they use to vape, into an open pod system. What about them people? What are they going to do when they want to stop smoking and switch to vaping? What are they going to use? Pre-filled pods. Pre-filled pods. Evening, Lee. I'm very well, buddy. Thank you. Hope you're well, Lee. So, yeah, John Revel, I think you ought to take your yeah, exactly, everyday vapor, nail on the head. Don't agree with him, but a raff him on the show. Yup. Yes, he will. So yeah, that is the crux of this live. It just really got to me. A few people seemed bored. I had a chat, like I said, with Vic over it, and other people, and I was just, people aren't seeing this. If that actually got the signatures on it, luckily it's not. There's not many signed on it at all. Don't go sign it. Yeah, it just seemed a real strange one. Whether they've been snubbed by a supplier of something like this, and they felt a bit peeved, I don't know. It just really got to me, because I know everyone knows my profession. I'm a nurse, and I know the Stop Smoking Service has started switching to devices similar to this, not this exact one, that they give out as a cessation device now through the NHS when you go to Stop Smoking Services. What are they going to do as well? What are they going to supply? You know, it's just a whole load of wrong to try and get such a vital cog in getting people off smoking, and we all know what smoking does to you. It's no secret. Onto vaping, 95% healthier, Public Health England, Royal College of Physicians, minimum of 95%. It's actually higher than that, but that's the stated figure still. Why would you want to get it banned? Evening, Monty. I just do not get it at all. The guy must be, yeah. Evening, Lee. Yep. Yeah, completely comes to bits. I'm good, Lee. I hope you are in the family, are, mate. Completely comes to bits. Like I say, I've shared pictures on my page. I am going to do a review with this, and I am going to do various other things with this device. Yep, exactly, Haley. Exactly. They are the stepping stone, the gateway to mainstream vaping is these. Evening, Rich. I hope you've recovered from our 2 epic auction nights. Goodly. Good. Mm-hmm. It just really wound me up. It just, why? To start causing that kind of drama, that kind of attention to them, just smacks of, I don't want to say it, bordering on attention seeking. And there's just no room for it at all. Just, John, if you watch this, or if someone tells John, tell him to take his petition down. It's stupid and damaging to the UK vaping industry, potentially massively damaging to the 4.9 million smokers that have never tried a vape. If we take these off the shelves, these sort of devices, and it's just, yeah, it'll knock back turning people from smoking to vaping that much in the UK. It's just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. You're an amateur, Rich. You ought to try doing 3 days straight of 12-hour streaming. That gets to you. But yeah, that's the crux of it, people. If anyone wants to throw a comment up, I will highlight it and show it. I know I've done a few already. Zippy ain't going to damage anything, won't happen. I knows it, but the fact that someone that has openly auctioned, sold, raffled these things and is now saying this, it just seems wrong. Ryan, freedom of choice as well. Completely agree. Yeah. In an emergency situation, closed pod, drop £7. It means you can keep vaping. Means you keep calm. Means you don't lose your shit with your kids and your family because you're locked down with them at the minute. It's just... I just couldn't believe he'd done it. It's an absolutely idiotic thing. Really, really is. And it did wind me up. Trying not to swear tonight. It's John Revel, the Vape Show, Rich. I don't mind naming him. Jesus. But yeah, it just... I like the strawberry one there. I use these now. Yeah, that's it. That is the crux of my angst tonight. And I thought fit to come and share, gain other people's views who I've not spoken to. And the comments are all there saying the same thing. It's an absolutely ridiculous idea to try ban closed pods. Absolutely ridiculous. The other expo, when we had an expo, oh, there was the days. Yes, I have now, Rich. Ryan, I'm sure at some point at Vinny's Vents I will go full meltdown. Tonight was not the night. This was a constructive criticism. I hope he takes it as someone that perhaps thinks they're doing well, but they're not. So, yeah. Really? Yeah. Jewel even let you send them back in a special envelope for recycling. I know all of them do. Vipe do as well. Not ruling anything out. Yep. Totally agree, Tracy. Handy for out and about. You're highlighting negative in doing this. I know, Zip. Disagree. What if people have gone and signed it, Zip? Anyway, that's it. That is all I'm going to do, and that's all I'm going to say. Don't go sign it. Anyone knows John, tell him to take down the petition. Because if by some fluke he manages to get the 100,000 signatories needed on it, it will totally screw up the UK vaping scene, the UK vaping industry, business, commerce, everything. And that's it. That's what I've got to say. John, take it down. Just take it down. Get rid of it. Eat some humble pie. Not against you. No beef. No nothing. It's just an absolutely idiotic petition. Absolutely idiotic. Good. Thank you, Leander. Nobody go sign it. It is stupid. Unless you want me to really lose my shit and then you all go sign it. But yeah, there we go. I'm going to go because that's it. No, John Revel, not bold. Yeah, Phil, there will be another virtual expo from the LXV guys at some point this year because I don't think we'll be having a physical expo again this year. If I'm completely honest, I don't think it'll happen until 2022 now because of the way things are going. Shut up, Ryan. I'm not wearing a mankini, you twat. You're going. That might. Yeah, your decent TV for the night's over, Sean. Yeah, it's just a quick. Like I say, it's not really a rant. It's just I don't understand it. And my next door neighbour's out smoking in his back garden, and it's of the herbal kind, and it's wafting in my garage. Shut up, you lot. Right, I'm going to go. Thank you, people, for tuning in. It was nice to see 30 odd of you tune in. It'd be nice to see all of you tune in on Friday night at 8 o'clock for the LXV show. And I've got some reviews dropping this week as well, folks. So keep your eyes out. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe and hit the little bell button on the YouTube page. People will see it anyway. Yeah, it's a vent. It's definitely a vent. A rant would be a lot stronger. Perhaps the next one may be a rant. I do have these from time to time. I am quite a placid chap. I did say placid as well there, people. Right, I'm going to hit the outro. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and listening to me ramble. I hope you didn't think it was complete bullshit, because it's not. It's a very important issue to try and protect the rights, I suppose, of new vapors, smokers that potentially could be vapors. Take care, everybody. Keep safe, and I'll see you on Friday night with the LXV. Thank you.